Hi everyone, Arian from IgnitePOST here. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about how insurance companies can use the IgnitePOST service to send handwritten notes, what they should do, when they should send the notes, and a little bit of details about how other insurance companies have been super effective using our service. So there's about 10 different ways that we normally see insurance companies use our service. And what we did is put together a complete guide for using our handwritten note service specifically in the insurance industry. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I would urge you to come and check it out. There's a lot of really great insights and examples and tips and tricks in here. But today I really want to focus in on how insurance companies can really best leverage the IgnitePOST handwritten note service. The first thing is obviously to promote products and to generate lead, right? So everything starts with customer acquisition and doing some outreach. So in order to build your business and grow your business, obviously you need people. One of the most effective things we've seen teams use our service for is to actually generate those leads to reach out with a much more personal form of communication to get people to actually respond to your outreach. Uh, Stepping beyond that, welcoming new customers is an excellent use case and something that we see a lot in the insurance space. Specifically, if somebody is signing up for a policy the first time with you, that's a great time to reach out in a much more personalized way, certainly much more personal than sending them kind of a generic email or a templated email. But that's a great time to inject a little bit of delight into the whole process. Getting repeat engagement from customers, this is something that we see a lot. So as the relationship is ongoing and as the kind of year progresses, you don't really want to wait just until it's time for somebody to necessarily renew a policy or that you need something from a particular customer. So using IgnitePOST and handwritten notes as a tool to continually engage your customers and your users on an ongoing basis is something that we encourage folks to do and something that we've seen to be super effective. Um, Piggybacking on that is just showing appreciation with personalized handwritten notes. So customer appreciation is always vital. You really want to make people feel special. So setting up and sending handwritten notes at specific trigger points is something that we see a lot with IgnitePOST. We really encourage folks to do that. Again, everything comes back to really surprising and delighting folks, especially if they receive something that they're not expecting. So anytime you can inject a little bit of surprise and delight is always a good thing. Review requests. Of course, this day and age, everything lives and dies based on the amount of positive reviews that you can generate for your business. So this is a great time and great use case to actually leverage IgnitePOST handwritten cards. So some examples is specifically for insurance. If folks have come up for a policy renewal and they have stuck with you for year after year, so maybe they're renewing for the second, third, fourth time, if they haven't left you a review, what a great time to reach out in a much more personalized way and actually ask them to leave a review, because you already know that they enjoy your service, they're a multi-year customer. That would be a great time to reach out and actually make sure that they follow through and that you gain a review out of them. Piggybacking on that, sending personalized policy renewal reminders. This is exceptionally great, especially if you think someone is thinking about possibly not renewing or maybe churning and going to a different provider. Excellent time to reach out and preempt that in a much more personalized way that cuts through the noise and gets people to actually pay attention to what you have to say to them and stick with you. Uh, Similarly to asking for reviews, another common use case that we see is asking customers for referrals. So the best way to grow your business and the best way to generate leads is by getting referrals from happy customers. But you only get that if you actually ask and request introductions to new folks. So the best way to do that is through a much more personalized form of communication, something like a handwritten note that we can help you set up and send through IgnitePOST. You can even automate these if you want. It's very easy to do through our platform. And it's super effective, much more effective than sending an impersonal email or other form of digital communication. Uh, Another interesting use case that we actually see is actually insurance companies using our service internally to acknowledge the work of other colleagues, especially for larger, more distributed teams. If somebody is having a great quarter or a great year, we've actually seen teams use this internally to reach out and just acknowledge the fact that a fellow colleague is having a great month or great year. So really great use case, interesting use case that we like to see. And then just in general, staying in touch with customers and clients throughout the year. So with IgnitePOST, remember, everything can be set up to be automated through your CRM system or any other marketing automation program or application that you use. So you can set up these very personalized touch points, have a cadence that just runs on your behalf and stays in touch with the folks that you need to stay in touch with and say the right things to the right people at exactly the right time, which is the best combo for effectiveness. And then these last two here kind of go hand in hand. So reaching out to folks when it's most important. So when somebody has a big event coming up, like a birthday, or an event like a closing anniversary that was a trigger event for why they may have reached out to you in the first place. Again, IgnitePOST is set up to be a system that you can automate these touch points throughout the year and be very effective at staying on top of all these dates, because as you know, as your database grows and everything scales and becomes harder and harder to do this on an individualized basis, don't worry, IgnitePOST has you covered. We can set things up to run in an automated fashion so that you don't have to worry about remembering everything and individually sending, birthday cards or closing anniversary cards or anything like that. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to our team. We're standing by. We can help you out. We do this all day, every day. It's very simple and easy. But those are just some interesting ways that we have seen insurance companies really leverage the service. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we actually put together an entire guide for how insurance companies can and should use our handwritten notes. So if you haven't had a chance, come and check this guide out. This is just one section that I wanted to go over, but we have a lot of other things in here. So if you have a chance, definitely don't miss it, and we would love to hear what you think. So thanks so much for listening, and we hope this helps you out, and I'll see you next time.